Woodrow, and welcome back to Trivia Thursday. This week, I'm excited to announce that we have our first repeat winner for the year. Congratulations to Anya T for coming first place and getting her second win of the year. As a result, she is number 1 on the yearly leaderboard. In second place, we have Abhinav P. So for last week's answers, there were 2 possible answers because I said year or decade. You could have said the 1930s or you could have said 1932, and they both would have been considered correct. Now, for this week's question, which you may have to think a little bit outside the box for to answer correctly. If a Korean airliner crash landed on the border between US and Mexico, where would they bury the survivors? Shout out to Mr. Thomas for choosing this week's question. Just a heads up, in the really new future, I'll be allowing you guys to choose the question which I ask on the show. When I'll do this, I don't know yet. So I'm going to request you guys not to email me about this until I mention it. Well, Woodrow, that's all for this week.
This is your host, Anya Maria, here with today's current events. The South Pacific island of Tonga reported its first COVID-19 case last Friday, spurring thousands of people to get vaccinated amid warnings of a national lockdown in their country. Remember that Tonga was only one of the few countries that has not reported a single COVID-19 case since the start of the pandemic in March 2020. But on Friday, Tonga's Prime Minister confirmed its first positive case from a passenger that had traveled from New Zealand. Also, the Group of 20 Leaders Summit ended last Sunday with an agreement on climate that commits its member nations to end coal financing by the end of the year and to aim to contain global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. Even with these goals being set, there have been riot outbreaks all across the globe. On November 16th at 2:45, there will be a winter sports interest meeting for girls basketball, boys basketball, and wrestling. All students who are interested in trying out for these WWMS sports programs should attend the meeting to find out more information. Remember, only students who have turned in their physical paperwork and are cleared by the school nurse to try out should attend.